protector turned persecutor. Greed cannot rule this village. Not while I have breath in my lungs and a blade in my hand. I said kill him.
Assassin's Creed Shadows, Ubisoft. So this is their team. Wait, hold up. Is that? Is that? No, it can't be. Huh. That's crazy.
If you're a creative working in AAA, which I did for many, many years, put this stuff up to your higher-ups. And if they don't see the value in what you're asking for when you ask for consultants, when you ask for research, go have a coffee with your marketing team and just terrify them with the possibility of what's going to happen if they don't give you what you want.
That's her. That is really interesting. Yo, it's been a long time. I've been wanting to touch on this topic for a while, but I like to let things sit. You guys know how I am. I like to wait until everything comes out. I think it's at the point to where I can start talking about it, to where I'm not just going to be missing shit. I'm just going to come out and say it, period. Because I know people are scared to say this shit. I'm not. Liberal white women are the most racist people on the fucking planet. I'm just going to be real with you. Look at this entire room. What do you see? And what I just showed you in the beginning, how they decided to throw hip-hop music for African in a Ubisoft game where he's the only black person in Japan. You're going to put hip-hop music for African as his fight music. This is the type of tone-deaf shit when you got a whole bunch of liberal white women in this room who's trying to, I don't know, use us as ESG scores, or trying to use us as kind of like a point system. See, we're representing y'all. We put hip-hop in there. But you're so fucking stupid you don't realize that you put an African in the game to where hip-hop culture is not even their culture. Hip-hop is American culture. But you decided to put, oh, since all black people are alike to you, I guarantee you that's the reason what they was thinking. They're like, how can we represent black people when it's a fucking African? I know, hip-hop.
I've been informed that they showed off Yasuke gameplay today in Assassin's Creed Shadows, and that when he fights, there is a hip-hop soundtrack only for him.
Fucking tone deaf.
I saw it, but I didn't really see it.
Greed cannot rule this village. Not while I have breath in my lungs and a blade in my hand.
Fucking tone deaf.
I said kill him.
Brought to you by
white people.
You get in a car with them, they turn on the hip-hop channel, and then they look at you. This one's for you.
This is so true. Oh my god.
Oh my god, bro.
It's like you did a Google search. And you people who, this shit is really tone deaf and it's sad. It's like you people defend this whole group of people when there's nothing but white women in this room. There is not a man in this picture. Not one. So what does this tell you what you're gonna get? Let's read this headline right here. Ubisoft hires LGBTQ plus actors. I'm gonna get to her in a minute too, but it's gonna be another reason why this game is the way. I don't know how many examples I could show of this, but let's read this shit. Ubisoft hires LGBTQ plus activist as consultant who wants to challenge moral standards around transgenerational sex. Why the hell are you hiring that for a Ubisoft Assassin's Creed game? What does that have to do with Assassin's Creed? And you know who they're talking about, right? This is the woman in question that they hired right here. I showed this on my 2 videos ago too, but I wanna redo it because I know there's new people that's gonna come in and watch this video. This is Sachi Smith-Hori. She is the consultant that they hired. She's an American. She's not even completely Japanese. So look at what she does. Look at her credentials. She said that I am interested in literacy, pictorial representations of gender, sexuality, and class in pre-17th century Japanese narratives, as well as analyzing the modern meta-narratives thereof. My first book, Tales of Idolized Boys, Male Love in Medieval Japanese Narratives. I'm not reading that shit. Like it's on medieval Shiko. Jesus Christ, what does that mean? Okay, whatever. Which often depict romantic relationships. This is the important part. Which often depict romantic relationships between Buddhist priests and adolescent boys. This is the person they hired for Assassin's Creed Shadows. Why? Why is that even a thing? Assassin's Creed is an action game based off of history. But now y'all conflated it, of course, because it's not, apparently it's not based off of history anymore, right? Because we got involved and we're the people who's like, wait, hold up a second, this is supposed to be accurate. Now all of a sudden people are using the talking point, Assassin's Creed has never been accurate. So now it's not accurate. So you're going to put this, why is sexuality a main talking point? Why are you hiring a Japanese language consultant who specializes in this shit and hired him for Assassin's Creed? Am I still making this up? I had people tell me my last video on talking about Assassin's Creed that I'm the type of person who's just, just bitching about it. I want the game to fail, X, Y, and Z, etc., etc. You know the talking points they use for people like us who's just pointing the shit out. But with you people, and this is what I can't stand, I'm just going to be upfront with you. Casual people who are getting involved in this conversation, in this space, and I said this the last video, y'all need to do y'all research before y'all just jump on and defend this shit. Y'all have no clue what y'all talking about. As soon as people start mentioning this shit, y'all put us all in a box. And I know certain people do be, just bandwagoning on this shit and just be, just trying to get social media clicks. Trust me, I know those people exist. I only make a video once every 5 days, every 4 or 5 days, because I'm not into, just making videos just to make it. I could have made 4 or 5 videos before this shit because there's so much stuff coming out. But the thing is, you guys put us in this box and you don't take time to do your research when you have no clue what's going on in the industry. What I just showed at the beginning should just disprove it right there. It's all connected. The main culprit is liberal white women, period. These are the ones who are propagating this stuff, who are going after these games and creating these companies. And this is another example that I'm going to give because I just feel like just giving y'all just everything right now. I'm going to throw the whole kitchen sink at y'all. Watch this. Okay, for those of you who don't know where we are right now, Weird Ghost, I did a video on this before too. I'm going to put it right above so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So I just showed you this bitch, right? Who's a part of Sweet Baby Inc. And she's a part of this and she's doing what she's doing. In the videos I showed you, what she said coming from her mouth, Sweet Baby Inc. and Weird Ghost are connected. I'm going to show you how they're connected though. They're an investment company to where they invest in these companies like Ubisoft and all these other companies that they're trying to get into. And they're even trying to get on Game Science, which I'm going to tell you about that in a second, but I just got to show you who these people are. So these people are an investment company and they go in, like I said, ESG, DIE, and stuff like that. They're making sure what they do is they give them an offer that they can't refuse. And if you refuse their offer, what they're going to do is they're going to slander you. Just like what that girl said. Just like what that lady said who was the CEO of Sweet Baby Inc.
And just terrify them with the possibility of what's going to happen if they don't give you what you want.
They will ruin your image if you do not accept their money. That's what they're trying to do with Game Science. I'm going to get to that in a second, but let me show you who these people are. These people, remember how I said that liberal white women are the biggest enemy when it comes to gaming and entertainment? These are the people who are at the highest power when it comes to the gaming industry and the entertainment industry. These are the ones who's pushing it. Yeah, you got your Anita Sarkeesian, who's another liberal white woman. You got your Kathleen Kennedys. These are all the same people. Notice the trend here. Liberal white women. So let's take a look at this. These are the liberal white women who's owning the entire universe when it comes to Sweet Baby Inc. and those investment firms that come from this. These are the two women who are actually the CEOs of Weird Ghost, and they're at the top. Read this shit. This bitch Eileen Mary is a queer and disabled white settler on Treaty 1 territory in Winnipeg. These are the people who are the ones who are behind this shit. Jenny is a queer white settler, community arts advocate and organizer, software developer and leader of the IDM industry for over 15 years. These are the two people. The trend is fucking night and day. I don't know how fucking clear I have to be with this shit. It's not a conspiracy theory. It's not that we're bitching. These people are clearly doing this on purpose, and it comes from the same tree. Liberal white women. Nobody's gonna say it. I will. Yeah, like, and one more thing too about people who were basically defending this shit too. I had people in my comment section basically saying that we're defending Japanese people when they don't even want to be defended. Well, let me show you this too right quick, because people keep on making up excuses for this game about like, Japanese people actually like the game. It's not really hated in Japan. This isn't true, huh? It's not true? It's not liked at all. And the only people that's going to buy this are the casual people. The casual people who don't really care about the shit that goes on behind the scenes. They're just normal people who don't know anything about what's going on in this industry. Those are the people that's going to buy this game. And it's going to be game journalists, hate players just to play the game, because they have to report on it on their YouTube channels. But yeah, this Assassin's Creed Shadows reveal trailer is already the most disliked in series history. People love this shit. Oh yeah, they made another oopsie too. You guys want to see this, another embarrassing thing? They just keep on fumbling the bag. And this is YSA. Liberal white women are the fucking enemy when it comes to this shit. Look what they did. This tone-deaf bullshit. Ubisoft sent special Assassin's Creed statues to streamers in Japan.
Context. People are collectively roasting Ubisoft after they sent these special edition statues to Japanese streamers. Unfortunately, Ubisoft forgot that these people can actually read Japanese, and the streamers that received it were quick to point out how these strange symbols made no sense. But why would anyone be surprised about this when this is the expert in Japanese history that they hired for the game?
It did not go well. Mistakes were made. Now if you know what kanji is, kanji characters and stuff like that, this American liberal ass group decided to do this shit. They decided to send shit to Japan when there are native Japanese speakers there, and they put the wrong character kanjis on the fucking box, which means your consultant, you obviously didn't consult her, or she don't even know herself. That should not have happened. When you're a multi-billion-dollar company, this type of bullshit should not happen at all. And the reason why is because you do not give a shit. Y'all do not care. Y'all use this appropriated culture bullshit only for DIE and ESG. You don't care about black people. You don't care about Japanese culture. You don't even care about games. Y'all are activists at the end of the day. And y'all a company that's only focused on one thing, pleasing your investors. And that's it. This type of bullshit should not happen. But there will still be people defending this shit to the death. Like, oh, no. It's not like that. Y'all looking too far into it. It's just a video game. And like what I said before, clearly this shit ain't video games because like... I don't know how obvious I can make this. When these companies are putting themselves in front of millions of kids' eyes, this is not just video games. They are coming after kids. That's all this shit is about. They're trying to manipulate the youth. And it's all these liberal white woman activists doing this shit. It's fucking obvious. I don't know how clear I have to be with this. And it's all adding. Oh yeah, here's another thing too. This is completely off topic, but I just wanted to bring this shit up because this shit is hilarious as hell. Because this is another example of a liberal white woman having a meltdown. Yeah, apparently this bitch who I made a video on a long time ago when it comes to that what's the name, the Hades 2 video. Because apparently she was talking shit about Stellar Blade, but giving Hades 2 a pass. So I made a whole video about her. But apparently she is trying to fight people, and there was a person who actually accepted her fight.
People in the industry to be a little bit louder. Maybe say, we don't want you around if you're gonna be a cunt.
Yeah.
And hateful. The games industry is diverse naturally. Not because anyone's making them be diverse. Because the world is diverse, you stupid motherfucker. And if you have a problem with that, come fight me. Physically. Bitch.
Has anyone taken you up on that yet?
No, because they're all pussies.
Yep.
3 days later.
Vara, who's actually a YouTuber. You know how I know that do not listen to these people. These people, she decided to flex her muscles to try to scare off Vara because Vara accepted her challenge to actually a fight. And immediately when she accepted, she's bringing up all these stipulations and excuses and everything. Like they always got to back down because they're never going to do it to begin with. She started flexing her muscles kind of like a dog trying to bark at a prey because she's hoping that that's going to scare people away. Just imagine somebody offering, trying to call me out for a fight, right? They like, hey, yo, Jay, I got a problem with you. I want to meet you up for a fade or some shit, right? And then the first picture that I sent to them is like, you sure you want some of this? And then I just sent them my muscles and shit. Like, you sure you want some? How lame is that? You don't want to fight. Just say you don't want to fight. You shouldn't have even brought it up. You put yourself in this position. But this is how unhinged these liberal white women activists are. Kick these people out of the fucking industry. There has to be an entire cleansing. Otherwise, this shit is never going to be fixed. So what do? Like I said before, I always leave you with something because I'm not just going to give you some information and tell you now how to fix it. Fight with your wallet. Do not give these people a fucking dime. I know nostalgia is kicking in when it comes to Assassin's Creed. I know. Do not hate by it. Do not hate cover it. Do not hate watch it. Do not spend money on products that is not going to benefit you. That's not going to benefit the industry and where it's going because it's going to keep getting worse. They're trying to bait you into doing this shit. This is going to be the only video I make about this. It's done after this. Talk with your wallet. Get these people out because we know who the victims are and we know who the enemies are. It's these people and this entire group of white women. Get them the fuck out.
Come fight me. Physically. Bitch. You stupid motherfucker.